Hello kids, this is Mrs. Hatcher. I'm going to show you how to solve a system of equations with a method called substitution. Please have paper and pencil ready to write down some algebra as you watch this video. Take a look at the picture. What do you notice? What do you wonder? Did you notice this is a pan balance? There are cans of soup and cans of beans. There are more cans on the right side than the left side, and that may have made you wonder, how can it be balanced? Which is heavier, the beans or soup? And maybe you ask the question, what does this have to do with algebra? Here's some more questions we could ask. But which ones could we answer with the picture? What flavor is the soup? What kind of beans? How much does each side weigh? The question we're going to answer today is, how much does a can of soup weigh? Take a look at the picture again. Pause the video and write an equation that represents this picture. The first step when writing an equation is to decide what you're going to use for variables. I'm going to let B equal the weight of a can of beans and S equals the weight of a can of soup. Here comes my equation. The left side says 5 cans of beans plus 2 cans of soup equals the right side 3 cans of beans plus 5 cans of soup. Was your equation similar? We still don't know how much the cans weigh, even though we have a nice equation. I'm going to give you another piece of information. I'm going to tell you that each can of beans is 6 ounces. That means we could replace each of the cans of beans with the number 6 in the picture. And we can do the same thing in our equation. That's substitution. The equation says 5b, but I'm going to replace the b with a 6, plus 2s is equal to 3b, but I'm going to replace it with the 6, plus 5s. Now my equation only has one variable in it, and now I'm ready to solve it. 5 times 6 is 30, plus 2s. 3 times 6 is 18, plus 5s. I'm going to get the variable on one side by removing 2 cans of soup from this side and 2 cans of soup from this side to keep it balanced. That would be me removing these 2 cans of soup and these 2 cans of soup. My equation now says 30 equals 18 plus 3s. I'm going to make another zero pair by subtracting 18 from both sides. The result says 12 equals 3s. So what do I know each s must equal? Each s is equal to 4 because 3 times 4 is 12. I now know that a can of soup is 4 ounces. Here's another picture. Pause the video and write down an equation for this picture. Here's a little bit more information. Can you now figure out how much a banana weighs? Pause the video and work on the problem. Press play again and see the solution. The first step is always to define the variables. B is going to equal the weight of a banana and A equals the weight of an apple. Write equations to represent the pictures. The first picture says 2 bananas plus 3 apples weighs 440 grams. The second picture is very simple. An apple weighs 80 grams. Now use substitution and solve. The first equation was 2 bananas plus 3 apples, but I now can substitute 80 in for each apple. And my equation is now only has one variable, and I can solve it. 2b plus 3 times 80 is 240. Make a zero pair. And I have 2b equals 200. So that means each banana must weigh 100 grams. On the next two slides, you'll see some equations in picture form. Take a minute to write down algebraic equations, try the method of substitution, and see if you can solve them. Then play the next video to see the solutions.